everybody. Welcome to another round of LO1 for Advantage. I have a special guest with us, not only a special guest, a dear friend of mine that I get the pleasure and honored to call my friend, Chris Corrales with eProperty Sites. Chris, how you doing, brother?
Good, buddy. How are you, Scott? Glad to be here.
Man. Yeah, and I just spent a couple days with Chris and Chris Corrales, Chris Bates, Greg, and man, I tell you, man, some great couple days we had. Some amazing things you guys are doing over there in California, and I'm excited to share some of it today with the class of the people that actually showed up. And let's get started, man. So we're gonna show. I guess the mindset behind this is we're gonna show LOs how to get leads using the system. Show where new listings are popping up, and show how to claim them and then use them in their marketing to contact agents to build relationships with them.
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. You want me to give them the backstory about what we're doing, how it started?
Absolutely, man. I would love it.
So, well, guys, real quick, you literally are getting the LO Unfair Advantage today. So you guys did something good by coming today, and thank you for showing up. Long story short, you guys all know about eProperty Sites. We're a national company, and we're worldwide, and we're marketing in different companies or different countries. And what's happening is we've literally become like the largest syndicator of property out there. I mean, we're realistically syndicating more than any MLS because we're syndicating from all MLSs, all locations. So what that means is we're sending the largest amount of raw data in different like VAST, Zillow, Trulio, things of that nature. So we said, you know what? Why don't we create our own? How hard would it make to make our own syndication? So we actually created a website called elookyloo.com. Now, we actually are going to receive feeds from all the major MLSs now, and with all the brand new leads. Now, one thing that we've had a difficulty for you guys is getting you up and ready to go to call an agent real fast and get you up and running. So what if, not only can I get you every new listing in your city today, what if with a click of a button, I could get you a property website built, all the agent information, get everything together, so literally their listing just showed up on eLookyloo because they just posted through their MLS, and now you could call them in a matter of seconds with a click of a button and say, hey, I built a property website for you. These are the services me and my mortgage firm are offering. So let's show them what we're doing, Scott.
Yeah, let's do that. So man, I thought I talked fast. I was like, woo, this guy's on fire. So you know what's funny is I was sitting there with Greg, the owner. You know, you're the owner there, and he said, he says there was like 1.5 million listings in the system, but the crazy part was, I think a very small majority of them has a virtual tour attached to it. And he told me there was like, it literally was such a small number that it was crazy. So let's do this. All right, so we're on eLookyloo. eLookyloo is owned by eProperty Sites, so it's one and the same, but it's a national, it's kind of like a national ML, well, I think you can take the kind of out of there. It's like national MLS property search for people that your agents can use to literally dominate their market with. Correct. To say the least. So, you want me to register? Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah. Let's register account. Can we use somebody as a beta test so we get them up and running on the call?
All right. So, Rick, let's use your account here. I'm going to use Rick, and let me just see, SEDBERRY. Email address, Rick?
R. at First Access, spell it out, FIRSTACCESS,
All right. And then mobile number?
959698048.
All right. Zip code?
70401.
You're gonna freak out on this, dude. Now, is there any way to see? Can you send me a private message down there? Can you do that? You know what? I'm going to make you presenter, and then, Rick, I'm going to make you a panelist.
Scott, there's the chat box available on the bottom of y'all's control panels for GoToMeeting that you can send private chats back and forth as well.
Yeah, Rick, yep. I just made you a presenter, actually a panelist.
Panelist, I see it.
Yeah, see the little drop-down box down there? Send me the password to your eProperty Sites.
All right.
And guys, while we're doing that, I want you to notice to the bottom right, it says, I am a real estate professional. Most of us, if not all of us on the call, are mortgage professionals, but in fact, you are a real estate professional. So keep that in mind. If anything says real estate professional while you're going through these, please click that, and it's going to ask you if you're using eProperty sites, and the answer is yes. So keep that in mind that you are a real estate professional because you're involved in real estate, and you'll get that click there. And what's going to happen is it's going to drop down, as you can see there, while he's going through the motions, and it's going to ask you for your eProperty sites account, your login and password. And then in turn, what's going to happen is the two systems are going to communicate together, and then we're going to actually link them up together. And once we get that there, we're going to show you the back office and show you some of the fun things that we're doing back there. And hopefully we could probably get some leads for our friend here today. So how's that sound, Rick?
Hey, so Rick, what I did is I did the same password that you just sent me.
Okay.
If you want to send me your login name, I'll do the same as well. And let's just see here. Where'd that go? Sorry about the delay here. We want to do this like live so you guys can see what the heck, how crazy powerful this is. 4-2.
And while we're going slow, if anyone's on the call, if you want to set up a second screen and follow along and actually get set up at this moment, folks, you could all have leads literally in the next 15 minutes. Everyone on the call.
15 minutes, yes. Incorrect password. All right, what am I doing wrong? Rick, it says the incorrect password. Let me just try and type it again.
Yeah, I'm going to look and make sure I gave you the right one. Yeah, I checked it. I went and looked at it on eProperty in the Setup tab to make sure I gave you the right one.
Okay.
So
Rick Sedberry is your login?
Yes.
Incorrect password, it says. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in and, oops, wait a minute.
I resent it to you, make sure I didn't type it wrong.
Okay. Alright. Let me just try it one more time here. FAMCRICK 4247. Let's see, RICKSCD. Yeah, it's not seeing it for some reason.
Huh.
Are you hitting the lookup or the register button?
I'm hitting the lookup.
Hit register. Let's see if register will work.
Info has changed. Please click lookup. Info must be validated before checking.
That's weird.
All right, I'm going to go to.
Let me try and sign out and sign back on.
Well, that's okay. You know, we always have growing pains of anything. But Scott, you've already set this up. So literally, guys, this is a setup screen. Okay, so you're going to go through this motions, and it's going to actually then bring you into the following screen. So Scott, we could actually log into your account, and everyone can get and see what's going on from there.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do that.
But Rick, we'll get you set up. That's just growing pains.
Yeah, and it's I got so many passwords, I could be remembering the wrong one.
No, you're good. You're good. We'll get there. So that's what you got to do is look up and then register. Once you're registered, I'm just going to free it up. So here's what. Now we are seeing my screen, and I'm logged in at 2eLuckyLou. And go ahead and take us from here, Chris.
Perfect. Now what we want to do, guys, is log into my account. It's going to be in the top right, okay? And one step we didn't see is when Rick's account is set up, it's going to ask us to verify an email. So you got to verify the email, and then I'll get you going. Got a little screen delay here. Scott, still seeing the front screen. Did you click my account?
Let's see. Let's click
there we go.
No, okay, there we go. Okay, cool.
Perfect. Now what we're going to see, guys, is the back office here, okay? And it's going to give you everything up and running. And what to the bottom right below, he's already done this. Okay, it says ePropertySites.com, and it's going to say, do you want to use your eProperty sites information or your MLS information? You see that below? Scott's already done it. But if you look below, right there, eProperty sites and MLS, you guys want to use the eProperty sites information. Okay, so put that off on your checklist. Once you do that, it's going to get things up and running. And what's going to happen is, if you look over to his left, you're going to see an area that says My List. On My List, we want to come down to a section that says New Listings. So let's scroll down to New Listings.
Okay.
And go ahead and click on there. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Now, guys, what this is going to do is now we are pulling the feeds from ListHub. We're pulling the feeds from all the major MLSs nationally, okay, and obviously from us as well. And what's going to happen is every lead in a specific city, county, or state that's going to come in, let's do this. Let's go a little broader just for fun, Scott. Take out Detroit. Let's just do Michigan. I'd love to see, or take the word Michigan out there. Just have the state.
All right.
So let's see if any new listings came up for Michigan this morning.
Okay.
For the entire state.
Now, and that's a good point you bring up there. This is just from, like, this morning or last night?
Say that again?
That is just now, the list we're pulling up is just in the last 24 hours or just from today or last night?
Most likely, we're going to pull the feed once every couple hours. I don't have a set time, and to be honest, guys, I don't think we're going to really release the information because we want you guys to continuously come in there and search things out. Now, what's happening is, and more growing pains to everything, looks like, Scott, you might have collected a lead in the last hour. Is that possible by chance?
No, I have not been in here this morning.
Okay. So we're having growing pains again because it's a live call. Nothing could work right the first time. Go ahead, put Detroit, Michigan in there. Let's see what we could pull out there.
Could just be so many that, you know what I mean?
No, it's definitely spinning. That's true.
Okay. All right. Detroit, Michigan, you can only claim one listing per hour. 1 second here.
So we've got a couple of guys coming in late. Where do they go to sign up or create this eLookYLoo account again?
Yeah, if they go to eLookYLoo, whoops, there we go. I knew that was going to come. I knew that was going to happen. So here is Detroit, Michigan. No, this is probably all of Michigan. Detroit, Michigan, you can only, okay. So this is Detroit. Dude, are you kidding me?
There's a lot, guys. So go ahead, scroll down there, Scott. Show that. That's why it took so long just to populate.
Yeah, there's just too, I mean, there's a lot of course you can live in Detroit for $6,000. Crazy.
Right. So to answer the question, you want to go to eLookYLoo.com, as he said.
Yep.
And then you're going to go to the top right, guys, and you're going to create an account.
You click on register.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that'll get you up and running. Now, as we see here, these are all new listings that came up today, okay? There's new things that came up, all right? And here we have the Detroit area. And if you notice, it's going to tell us the city. Yep. The next spot over, you're going to see the street, okay? And then we're going to show you the price, okay? And then obviously we want to probably do maybe that $85,000 one. It's going to tell you the bedrooms and baths, the number of pictures. Now here's the fun one next to it. The number of listings this real estate agent has tells you how involved they are.
No kidding. Okay, all right. So you guys, what Chris is saying is you can pick who you want to work with. If you want to work with a foreclosure guy doing $40,000, $50,000 homes or less, that's your choice. If you want to pick $85,000, and I'm guessing if he has 3 listings, they're going to be all in roughly the same price range or not. But you can scroll down and pick the ones you want to. Here's one at $94,000 that has 5. Here's so you just keep going. I mean, so every city's going to be a little bit different. Here's one $76,000, and you can claim. What they're doing is you can claim 1 per hour. Because here's the deal. Literally somebody could go in there and claim all these properties and not do anything with it, which does nobody any good, and I guarantee you people would do that. So what they want you to do, and this will literally blow your mind what's going to happen here. So, Chris, have you seen this? Paul, have you seen this?
No, this is freaking awesome. I'm wanting to know. I'm about to reach to the phone. What's next? What do you do when you claim it? What do you do when you claim it?
Yeah. So let's do the claim the steal property. Yep. You want that, Chris? Okay.
Yep. So let's claim that one. We know this guy has 3 other listings, and we're going to claim it.
You have claimed the listing, so it tells you you've claimed it. Click OK.
Yep.
All right. So here we go. It is not a bad home. Shows you the details of the home, the email, the website of the real estate agent. Now, here's where it gets really, really freaky.
Right. Now, obviously, we're claiming this listing to do what? We want to present this to this agent, and, guys, this is the basics. So, the whole of we provided you the tools, and we want you to go talk to the agents and show them something of value. Let's be honest. Building the property website could take a little time, getting all the exact data for it, takes time, and before you know it, they've already gone off and they've built everything, and it's taken you a day or two in some situations to do it. And for those that rush through it and do it, you did it in 10, 15 minutes, and you just don't know when the listings came live. We know this came live, okay? Most likely this morning, possibly last night, but most likely this just came up this morning, and let's call him this morning, and let's see if we could show him our marketing. So go ahead. Let's hit that create account button.
So just to clarify this, these properties are not currently in eProperty sites. They have been pushed. They have been put out there on the MLS, but are not currently in eProperty sites.
Correct. And just so you know,
yeah, big point.
Yeah, very good, Scott. I completely forgot to say that. And just so you know, when you claim a listing, okay, no other listings will go in there for up to 90. I believe it's 90 days, guys. So you were given an extreme advantage.
Okay. Now let me just clarify what you just said. This is something new. I mean, I'm learning as we go along too, because that's the first I heard of that. So when you claim somebody's listings and you put them in your account, their listings will not show up on this national search for 90 days. Is what you're saying?
As a lead for us in the back office, it still will be in the front end as a syndication for the general public to view. Correct.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to click Create Account. This is where it just literally freaks me out. I'm going to go Create Account. Because I logged in with my eProperty Sites login, it takes me to eProperty Sites, all right? Puts the MLS number in there, Michigan. All I do, guys, look at this now. I hope you're not multitasking, because if you are, you need to stop and check this out. So I literally
you got to be kidding me.
No, wait, dude, watch this. I click the one button. I click Go, all right? And it pulls the rest of the information in. All right, there's the address, the city, the property type, the MLS number, price, state, zip, and county. All right? You click Next. It's going to say, it fills in the description, bedrooms, bath, everything you need. It doesn't have the garage if you want to put that in there. It's not necessary, because your goal is to connect with this agent and start building a relationship. Show him something he doesn't have, and show him how much how much power he can have, or how much exposure he can get, how many more listings he can get, all this stuff. So I'm going to click Next.
Show them results in advance. This is absolutely sick.
Massive.
This is sick.
Select. I'm going to just select Layout 4, unless Chris wants me to select a different one.
No, that's totally fine. Any layout you want, you could definitely run with. We are adding more templates, as you guys could see, and as you saw, Scott took away the eProperty sites and changed the subdomain, which I always recommend doing.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
There's a ton of drop-downs here. You can change the subdomain. I just put 18650 Steel can be yours. Click Next. And you guys are all familiar with this if you've uploaded the property. So click Next, and then it goes to the, check this out, Chris. Upload my high-definition images or import low-quality images from the MLS.
Correct.
So if you have the images to the property, you would click this one. Now, you're pulling it from the MLS, so you want to click this one. So I'm just going to click that one. It's going to import the pictures for you. Paul, is this sick?
This is a whole new way of approaching agents.
Oh, God. All right, so there's my pictures, right? So you can change, of course, if you want to change the order of the pictures, you can do that if you want to. But, I mean, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm literally done. So I have a property. If I go to agents, of course, he's going to be in my feed, Eleanor Fisher. And what did I do here, Chris?
Here, click on agents. Go ahead. Just click on your agents tab.
Okay.
It's going to get you your administrator. You have a higher security than most. That was the issue there.
Oh, okay. I still did it. So I need to probably log out.
Yeah, log out, log back in. Guys, that's because obviously we do a lot of special things with Scott. Scott has a higher admin level than most people. So,
and we have to go back 3 levels.
Right, with Scott's account. So that's what that is there. But the website is done. You're up and running. You're ready to go.
Done, yeah.
And the advantage of this, guys, is literally you saw it was a click of a button. You got to go a couple screens and do it. Now, the only thing we're not going to do for you is make the phone call.
Come on, man. No, wait. What is it? Why is it doing this? What is it? What am I doing wrong here?
I don't know why it's doing that. It's just not like you were. It looks like we're cookied with something.
Click the sign to log back into yourself.
Yeah, I don't know with that. That's an administrator thing, but it is the website is created as up.
Does the realtor get? Yeah, so I can't log in as. Let's see. Is there?
That is really curious. That is a growing thing, guys.
So I can't get to the property.
It may have her added as a broker instead of a regular agent. That I run into that sometimes. Tara knows a good fix for it.
Who does?
Tara.
Tara does. All right. So why can't I get to the property? Let's see. Finance page, password. It creates a login and password form.
Oh, you know what? Because you actually pulled a broker. That's why I'm looking at it on my end. So that's it. It's actually okay. So
that's what I'm saying. It's a broker account, so it has an admin level of its own.
So let's do this. This is kind of fun. We ran into this. This is actually a good growing pain for all of us to learn. Let's go back to your eLookyLoo account.
Okay.
The listing you claimed.
Okay.
Let's pull that MLS number. We could drop in it. So now, not only did you pull an agent, you actually pulled the broker.
Okay. All right.
So kind of convenient. And now, actually, Scott, you could pitch the broker.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What's the difference? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So from there, you got your MLS number. Hit copy.
Copy paste. Just copy that one. Okay.
Yeah. Just copy that. Go back in.
Okay.
And then basically, because our system identifies brokers and real estate agents, it brought them into your system as a broker. So you're actually going to have to create an agent account under Eleanor as an agent.
Okay.
See, the problem is our system is so smart, it knew the difference, so we're going to have to tell our system to default, no, everyone's just a real estate agent, because it actually put it as a broker.
Okay.
So that's a good learning lesson for us.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So add new?
Yep, add new. Just add Agent Eleanor to put it in there. And then we'll add a property under her. Just do it real quick. So, guys, we'll work around. This is good. You guys are seeing it raw. And we're just releasing this out. And with everything, there's always could be an issue. And obviously, I'm writing notes as we speak. And we want to get you guys off to the races. This is probably going to happen 1 out of 1,000 tries. And, of course, it's going to happen on a national call because that's just life.
That's right. That's right. Oops.
There's always going to be something when you go live. There's always that little piece.
You have to do it that way, right? All right.
Absolutely.
Is this going to send her an email too?
Actually, it will if you you just put your email in there for right now, because it will. And that's another thing, guys. When we create a property website, it will not send an email out that you've activated a property to the agent. You will be the initial contact. And that was a growing pain we learned, where we were calling people like, yeah, you just sent me an email. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, okay, so we stopped that. So if you get into a broker, but here's the thing, Scott, we'll change this too. By the end of this phone call, this will be corrected as well.
Okay.
So we're not going to have that. So, but if you guys do this in the next couple hours, run it, you're not going to. But if you ran into this in the next couple hours, this is the way to work around this.
Hey, Chris, Kimberly is saying she signed up at the beginning, as you were going through the beginning sign-up parts, and she hasn't received her confirmation email yet. Is that typically an instant thing, or is there a delay sometimes in receiving your confirmation email?
I would tell her to check her spam. That's it's pretty fast. I mean, they're sent out virtually instantly, so definitely check your spam. If not, try a second email if need be. But yeah, that's quick. That should be. Let me know if she didn't get it.
Invalid characters. What am I doing?
Take the space out. Just add a 1-2 next to her name.
Okay. Okay.
John's got a good question for you guys while you're fixing this. Is what if you claim one that you don't want? Or you don't want the agent, do you have the ability, do you have to wait an hour before you can claim another one? Is there a quickly delete button?
The answer is, as of right now, no, but we can change that. Scott, there you go. You're good to go. So, but the answer right now is no. That is something we have to discuss if you actually hit the delete button, if it resets, because that's something we definitely need to check out as well. So we're going to hit add new.
All right, 1 second here. I have to log in and log back in. It was too many. 1 second.
I know you got people on the call around going, I'm having no problems. It's working for me.
yeah, right. Everybody else is doing a kick butt, yeah. All right. So, let's see here. All right. So, did it work? Or did it delete that person?
No, I shouldn't delete it.
Danny Larson. Huh.
I type the first 3 letters of her name, and that'll bring it in.
Yeah, I forget what,
It was Eleanor, wasn't it?
dude, I don't know what is going on here, brother. It's not there.
You broke the system already.
Danny, it's, let's see.
We have the Hudspeth virus in our system.
What was it, what was her name?
Eleanor.
I thought it was Eleanor.
Eleanor Fisher.
I think you might have changed it to Agent Eleanor, though, when you switched her from...
Well, no, I was setting up a different account, so, yeah,
were you?
it's literally gone. Yeah, everything's gone. Do you see it in there still, Chris?
I don't see it. Yeah, I could look for it as an administrator and find it.
I am not seeing it.
Search for E. Fisher in the login.
That's what in the login?
Yeah. E. Fisher.
E. Fisher?
Yeah, put an E before her name. That's the default login usually.
It's under your account, Hudspeth.
Am I logged into the wrong account or something?
Admin. I think you have it under your wrong account. Let's see here. Oh, I found it. It came right up. Let's see here.
Is it not under me? Oh, you know what? I was under somebody else. I wasn't under mine. Sorry.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That's why we're getting the error code on it. Aha, yes. Okay. So, basically, all right, we're going to have you under the right account.
Sorry, guys. I have too many accounts. Too many things going on here, so I apologize. All right,
let me do this
now
real
I'm back
quick.
to my account. I'm like, what in the heck am I doing? Okay, there we go. All right, so how do we get Eleanor Fisher under Agent Eleanor?
Okay, so obviously we're going to have to let's just log into her and redo the MLS number.
Okay.
Because the other one is just a text change.
Plug into which one? This one?
Yep, the agent.
Eleanor? Okay.
Oh, so you have her as a 200 record. We want to log her in as a 100 record.
I think.
So go under agents. Yeah, because you created it as administrator. Hit add new.
Oh.
Right below.
Sorry, man. I'm jumping ahead of you. I'll just stop. Okay, so agents. All right. So log into Agent Eleanor?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think you hit broker again because it's showing a 200 record, so we want to hit agents. We'll just do it real quick. We could do just a quick agent ad.
Okay, so what do I do?
Hit add new.
Log into? Right here, add right now?
Yeah,
I'm not
want to
logged
hit
into either of these.
No, it's fine. Because if you look to the right, guys, what happened was it looks like we probably hit broker instead of real estate agent, and it's showing as a 200 record, which you're not going to have an issue doing. So what we have to do is actually create it as an agent. So hit add new real quick.
Okay.
And the button that we have to reference, and I missed this, sorry, if you notice where it says your industry.
I did residential agent.
You did residential agent and did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically we're having
this one right here is, so it should be a 100 is what you're saying?
Correct. So what we need to do, let's log into where you have your real estate agents, and we'll just add an MLS number in so we can actually show the finished product.
Okay.
And guys, the issue we have here is because Scott has a higher level security, and he was in a different screen, and so we screwed up the system here, but you guys aren't going to experience the same issue.
All right, so now add new.
Yep.
And just do the team name again thing?
Yep, there you go. If you just want to do test agent or something along those lines, that's fine. Because ultimately what I want to do is show them the quick ad with the MLS number, and they could pull it in.
Okay. Do I need to fill out anything else? Just log in and
Nah,
password?
it's good. Yeah, login and password, that's fine. Nothing's going to show. There you go. And just hit, there you go. That login's probably going to be taken. Yep. I would do Scott Hudsiff and just do a smash on the keyboard. Because Scott123 is probably going to be taken as well.
I think so. There we go. Test agent.
There we go.
That worked.
Perfect. So let's log into our agent.
Okay. And then properties.
Yep, there you go. Add properties.
Add new.
Add new. Let's drop that MLS number in. We should be able to go through the motions and not have an issue with that agent this time through.
And Michigan. Just go.
Yep.
There we go. There it is. See that? It put all this stuff in. That's pretty crazy, dude.
Well, it was just one of those things where we had a lot of Ellis say, Chris, I don't get all the information. I can't get all the photos. It's hard to load photo by photo, and if I go to a third-party site, I get these little tiny photos. Is there any way I could get the raw data? And, Chris and Greg were able to figure it out. So it's definitely there. So, yeah, because the website actually exists to the left, you actually created it. You actually have it floating in her system, so just add a number. It's because she was a broker and because you have a higher administrator level, so I would just add a letter or a number, and, yeah, we'll be able to, we'll get that fixed. And it's a growing pain for us, especially on the call, to know what to do when we're teaching everybody.
Right. And no, it's good to see that, if you already have a website, that if it doesn't work, that means you did create it or put it in the system, so which is cool.
Based on the comments I'm seeing in the question box, our members are having an easier time than you are, Scotty. There's several of them. This is amazing. Worked great for me. A couple of quick questions on this, Chris. One of them is they claimed the property, and when everything came through, there were no pictures. Is that normal, or is that just luck of the draw?
Make sure they look to the right because it'll tell you the picture count because they are due listings.
Okay, so you can see that when you're looking at before you claim them. Okay, makes absolute sense.
Yeah, because you will have people that activate it before they take the photos. So
and are you able to do this on a smartphone?
Good question.
Is it just a navigation into the website? There's not a mobile-ready site, obviously, but can you claim a property from the smartphone?
I don't know yet. Definitely that we got to check that out. Just so you know, currently on the mobile phone, if you guys go to elookyloo.com, and here's something you could share with your clients, we actually set it up as a MLS GPS. So what that means is wherever your location is right currently, this is the current application, but I love where you're going with that, Paul. If you go to elookyloo.com on your phone, it will tell you every listing around you right now. You can literally stand in front of a listing, and it's going to tell you the price and information on it. You don't have to grab a flyer. We're going to try and figure out a way to use that better for you guys, but give us a couple days. We'll get it figured out.
So that's what I'm showing them right now. But guys, this thing is done. So literally within I don't know. I mean, if you guys are already doing it. So within a couple minutes, you can have a website created. Call them up. Say, hey, just wanted to share something with you that I think will really help your business get more exposure, get more listings, keep the listings that you have, and it has virtual tours, text codes, all that stuff. Just wonder if you had a couple minutes, I'd stop by and show you. Boom. It's that powerful to have it done, and it literally only takes you a couple minutes. It's crazy.
Absolutely. And Scott, one thing I want to share with everyone, we only pull the information that's actually transferred through the MLS. So I don't know if you guys noticed two things that are not on the website right now. One, the actual logo. Okay, so if we know they're a Prudential or something of that nature, we have to put a logo in, and their photo does not transfer over as well. So if we want to go to a third-party site and pull the photo, we're going to have to do that, but a lot of times I've had people in the office here that are doing this, and then they're letting them know you load the photo and the logo. We just pull the information, and once your logo's in the system, you have to worry about it. Now, I got to tell a success story, Scott. Can I tell one real quick?
Absolutely, man. I'd love you to.
So obviously we've been betaing this ourselves and getting it up and running, and the mortgage company we have downstairs, one of our LOs here, he called a guy last week, and or this a few weeks ago. So yeah, he calls a guy, and he says, hey, I did this for your listing and everything, and the guy was just put off. He says, you know what, you really caught me at a bad time. My dad's sick, and I can't do anything right now. Can you call me in a week? And Derek, our LO, he says, sure. I'll do that. That's fine. And he sent him a thing on the website. Just sent him the website, and I said, I hope your dad feels better. He put it in our task calendar in the system. He had it in there to call the guy back.
Okay, I mean, can I show him where that task calendar is? Because
yes,
I think this is a big deal. This is huge. So, and I want you to continue from that story, but I think this is a big deal. Well, I tell you what, go ahead and finish the story, and then we'll go there.
Sure.
So we put it in the task calendar.
So one of those things is just ironically, we were in his office, and he says, hey, I got to call this agent back. He was knee looky-loo lead from last week. And I said, last week? You waited a week to call him? And he said, no. I called him a week ago, and his dad was sick. And so just from a mentoring aspect, I said, so what are you going to say to him? He says, well, I'm going to show him the website. And then I wanted to smack him, like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, no. And he had in the notes, his dad was sick. I said, you call him and ask him about his father. He goes, well, I was going to, but, I just felt kind of weird. I said, he shared the information with you. So share it back that you care, because you want to know. Everyone wants. Someone tells you their father's sick. Well, I'm sorry. And it's shared information. So he called up and said, hey, I spoke to you last week. This is Derek, and the guy says, yeah, I saw the website. That's pretty good. And he stopped the agent's conversation. Hold, no, it's not fun. How's your dad? You know what he says? He had silence on the phone.
Right.
Did you know you're the first person that's asked me about that?
Wow.
And they talked for 20 minutes. They just talked about life. They talked everything together. And all started from a property website. Yeah. And then from there, here's where it gets fun. He says, I love the website. I'm looking at it. I have a problem. I'm a KW agent. We have an in-house lender. But I need you to come to the front of the office because I want to meet with you. Could you please call me when you're in the parking lot? I said, sure. Wow. All right. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, right.
Calls and says, hey, I'm in the parking lot. Okay, here, I need you to come around to the side. He goes to the side and the door's open to the real estate office. And he brings him in the side, brings him back into his office, sits him down. Says, this is awesome. I don't know what to do. We got an in-house guy. Well, I could work with you. You're not, connected to him. No, I know that. And so basically he's built a relationship, and I know that he's actually going viral within that office.
Oh,
my point.
Imagine.
Yeah. So, Scott, the whole point of that, guys, is we're really selling ourselves. I mean, we call them the lead help. The system's going to work. But just that token appreciation of just like, I know you're going through a hard time. What's going on? I have personally sold loans by asking people how their back is. My point, and with the task calendar, if you could show that off, let me show you where they could put notes in the system.
Okay, so tell me where to go from here, because I got to be honest, I haven't used it.
Okay, no problem. So we have to go into actually your 200 record, so your account, so it'll look like a typical LO.
All right.
Not your big record where you could see the world.
Okay. I can see this. All right, 1 second here. Log me back in. All right, so let me just log into my personal record here.
And guys, you guys have all access to this, and we have a client management system for you internally, and our agents, our LOs that are using it are succeeding. So now if you take a look right there, do you see those little happy faces? That's how we have it built right now. And if you guys could see, Mr. Hudson here is not using his point system. So we're going to have a little talk after the call, Scott.
Right. That's right.
Let me show you.
But here's and just to throw the cat out of the bag, we're going to be covering this next week. We're going to be starting on this next week, guys. And, you know, Chris, I mean, I would love for you to share one more success story, and then we'll end on that, and we'll show you where the task manager is.
Absolutely.
These point systems are going to be, you should have them in there. When you log in, you should see them now. We're rolling out, we're going to be starting a 90-day success program that Chris has been implementing for his loan officers that is literally blowing up right in front of his eyes. I mean, so what's the one he had in 100, what is it, 100 per 100? So 100 applications within, was it 90, 80 applications? I don't know. It was, dude, 108 applications in a quick amount of days. I mean,
yeah, it was basically the 90 days of success we have. It's proven. We have people who are doing it. He was able to get 108 referrals from his real estate partners, and he will be a part of the calls. He'll be on it. And here's the best part: he's only working with 40 agents.
How many?
40.
40.
So,
okay.
Yeah, and we're streamlining that. We're definitely going deeper with our agents. And now, don't get me wrong, you're going to have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 agents, but we're going to streamline down, and we're going to work with a certain crew. But they're using the task manager, and let's go, just click on one of our agents real quick. Go ahead, click agents, and the edit pencil next to their name.
Okay.
And this is where it is, guys, where you could put notes in the follow-up. So let's look at Dave just for fun. If we click on Dave.
The edit pencil. So what I'm doing is I'm not clicking on the login. I'm clicking on the edit pencil, just so everybody knows. The edit pencil next to the real estate agent name. So when I click on that, over on the right-hand side, there is a task manager. See that? So what Chris is doing, or these LOs are doing, and I would highly recommend that you do the exact same thing. When you claim one of your agents from eLucky Lou, and you put them in the system, and here they are, whatever they say, come in here and do an action item, like phone call, never met, building trust, never met, emailed, meeting, loan, whatever. Start keeping track of this so that you can connect with them and start building the relationship. So what that guy did, that's the success story, he went in here and said, I'm going to call this guy. Chris had a little, talk with him and said, hey, call him back and ask him how his father's doing. So he, so that's the task that he put in there. I'm going to wait a week, call him back and ask him how his father's doing. That literally will change that guy's life, not the loan officer's life, because he's got a monster agent who does great business who's now giving him all his business.
Right.
So you just check this phone call, building trust, date of when you want to call them back. So I want to call them back next Wednesday.
Yep.
And then you want to call, of course, AM, PM, and then task details, and then so I'm going to put in here, call and ask him about his father. All right, and then the LO does, or the agent never sees this. Okay.
Correct.
Does not see this. You don't have to think about it. So you click save, and then here's the thing. It says done, skip, delete, move to, or you move the date. So when you do it, it's going to create points for you. But more importantly, it's going to remind you to do it. And that's the power behind the little in-house in the system. So you can keep track of what's going on. It's really important.
And not only that, at the bottom left, there's a notes section. We'll get into that with the 90 days of success when we release it, but we're really going to show you guys how to follow up with the notes. Al Rodriguez and Kimberly Corellis, yes, that's the same last name. They're the partners. That's my wife. And, guys, I'm going to say this jokingly. If I could get my wife to do this, I could get anybody to do this. Okay.
That's right.
So, with that said, it's about note taking, and their success was this. This was the success, and you know what? You could literally stop eProperty sites, the unfair advantage. You could literally stop everything if you do this one thing. I got to share it with them, Scott. I got to tell them.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
They call their agents every week, once a week, no matter what.
They do what?
That's all they do. They call their agents once a week.
Simple, man. It really is. It's so simple. Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. They're using our tools and everything that we offer, of course, and yes, they're succeeding because they have the unfair advantage. But the point I'm making is, if you just called your agents once a week, you're doing 90% better than the industry.
Yeah, of course. You're doing 99.9% better than the industry. Yes. So a great question here. Does it notify you, Chris, if or it shows up on your calendar, right? Shows up on your calendar when you log in.
Go ahead, click on your home tab, and that's a screen where you guys are actually going to start coming in. So the home tab to the left.
So see what it says right here? Phone call, building trust, Dave Springsteen. It shows up on your calendar.
There you go. And then it'll drop you right into their account. If you
and another great question. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if I click on it right here, it actually drops you back into the back end of their account so you can see what's going on, what the notes were. It takes you right there. Great question by Sandy Herman. She says, can we use this for non-eLucky Lou? Absolutely. If they're an agent in your system, please do. I mean, this is where it's going to remind you to connect with these people on a weekly basis. Vicki and I would always connect with them on Monday, every single Monday. Hey, did you talk to anybody last week or over the weekend that we can help get mortgage ready? Oh, by the way, here's the link to the training, or here's this, or hey, did you see the new virtual tour? Did you see, hey, I got your new listing uploaded for you. Just wanted to let you know.
Right.
Make the phone call.
Absolutely.
Everything's a game.
Absolutely. And just to share real brief for the ones on the call, Scott, I know we weren't going to release it, but with the 90 Days of Success, I know somebody here said, well, Chris, calling every week, it sounds easy, but guess what? The 90 Days of Success, we're going to give you the scripts. We're going to give you the why to call. We're going to show you a reason every single week. So those that are going to follow the program, you guys are getting a little, preview. We're going to give you the why every week, so you don't have to worry about what I'm going to say.
Yeah, so great news, everybody on the call. Chris is going to be a part of our calls from now on, which I'm just excited to combine our efforts and grow this monster thing together we have going. And I want to, dude, I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to have you here, Paul, man. Is that some crazy stuff, brother?
I'm trying to think of all the different ways I can use this.
I know. Sometimes you think, it's like Paul's not in real estate, and he gets more excited than agents that you actually have it available for them or LOs.
Well, the agents don't even get the power of it. That's the thing. They don't even get it.
Right.
They don't. So,
Right.
All right, man. So, Chris, man, I really appreciate you coming on board and showing us again. So go to eLucky Lou, click on the register. Let me just go there real quick and show you guys just a recap here. And register for the eLucky Lou. Go find an agent today. Don't wait. Today, claim a property of somebody you want to work with. And here's the cool thing: is if the listing is there, that means that the property is not in the system, which means they're probably not working with the loan officer, and we're probably pretty sure that they're not. It's all yours. So go to eLucky Lou. Just let me log out and show you guys what it looks like here. The logout button's at the bottom left of my account, by the way. And so you just click on the register button, put in your same credentials when it asks you the questions of are you an eLucky Lou person. This is you want to click the I am a real estate professional. You want to click that, and then you want to click yes, I have an eProperties account, and then enter your login and password, and then do lookup, and it'll see that you have an account, and then you click register. Okay? All right. So that is the end of the story. Next couple weeks, we'll be covering the Yummy and Yucky list and how to use this eLucky Lou to show your agents how to give it to their buyers when they're looking for homes, so that they're always in front of them. Some crazy, powerful stuff that we'll be coming to you with here shortly. Dude, I love it, man.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. So nice seeing you, Paul.
Thank you, guys.
Any last words, brother?
Well, just a couple of final questions coming in. Chris, when you bring that property in and it doesn't bring over the LO's branding and photo, how do you get that into the property listing so that you can have the results in advance and still show your stuff on there?
Absolutely. The easiest way I've found is first off, take the property address or their phone number. Okay, I always start with the phone number of the agent and put their phone number in a Google search.
Okay.
Now, why am I doing that? Because one, it's going to show me their level of branding, and most real estate agents with their phone number, nothing comes up in Google. So now that's a different avenue to attack altogether. We'll talk about that more. But ultimately, the phone number usually will show they're from Prudential. They're going to show from this office or the property address. And obviously it is a brand new listing, so a lot of times that's not going to come up in a Google search, but we'll see if it's been previously sold on the market or what's going on. That'll help there. If those two action items, if those don't work to find the agent's information, take the agent's name and put in a Google search there. I'm not going to throw a percentage because I don't know, but more than not, you're going to find their photo from a previous listing and match it with the phone number and their name. And it's really going to, by doing that, you're really going to see their views on there. or their view on the internet.
Now, if it should automatically bring the sponsors' branding into the site, though.
Oh, of course, yes, because that's through eLookYou, and you are the sponsor. That is your account, so that will always transfer over. Yeah, just keep in mind, guys, the photo and the logo does not transfer over because we are pulling that information from the MLS, and they don't send photos. And remember, MLS compliant website links. There's no branding, and they do that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey Chris, real important question. If somebody went here and they did not click the I'm a real estate professional, and they did not click the do you have an eProperty Sites account, but then they click to register, what do they need to do?
They're going to have to go in the forums of eProperty Sites, tell them they made a boo-boo, and they'll have to reset their account. And if you guys need support questions for eLookYou, remember that is owned and operated by eProperty Sites, and the forums will support you for all your needs, as well as our VIP phone number at the top right of your screen on your account.
Here, somebody's saying, okay, let me just recap here how to find the actual new properties that are in the system. Just real quick here, I'm going to log in. So, and this was a little confusing to me as well, so I totally understand. So once you're logged in, what you want to do is click on My Account. All right, click on My Account, and it'll take you to the back office. Over on the left-hand side, it says New Listings. All right, so My Account, New Listings, and you want to put in your city and state. That'll be the new listings where you can claim them. If you go to the home page of eLookYou and you put in the search there, it's going to show you all the listings, and you can't claim them or do anything with them. But it does show you that's where buyers go to search for properties. This is the back end where you can see new listings that come in. All right.
Correct.
Cool, man.
Great stuff, guys. I'm loving this. This is going to be awesome. I'm gonna play with it, and I'll get as adept with it as I possibly can in as short a period as I possibly can. So, come. I've got a scheduled class for Monday, guys. I'm going to be going over Craigslist, but this is going to be some great information to go over on Tuesday. And Jeffrey, I will try and learn a little bit about the List Hub stuff so we can speak intelligently about that then as well. So
we have directions on that, Paul. And what I told them I'd do is create a PowerPoint of how to. It's really super simple. All they got to do is go to List Hub and sign up as a broker, but it has to be the broker owner that does it. And then for eLookYou, what I'm going to do is actually do a PowerPoint presentation of step by step how to register. And then just record that, and then unless you already have that, Chris.
No, don't have that created.
So I'll create it for both of us.
And Scott, do you want me to explain what's going on with that? Why some individuals are getting that pop-up of it not being in List Hub? Do you want me to explain that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so guys, if you add a property with a quick MLS search, you might get a property where it pops up and says, unable to load property, click below, and it's going to give you a link to List Hub. Okay? Now, when you become a broker, all right, what happens is you get all your tools of the trade, go to this website, sign up for this, do that, do this. Well, List Hub is one of the options they have to syndicate their properties, okay? Some of these brokers haven't logged in here in 5 years. Why would they? Okay, it's just one of those things. eLookYou became a new syndication last fall, okay? So if they have not logged into their List Hub feature and actually clicked on the link to turn on eLookYou, they cannot feed to us, therefore we cannot pull the information to create the property website. And literally that's where Vast, Trilio, Zillow, just go down the list of all the syndications, that's where they live, and they just have to click, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, and because we are new, the broker has not gone in there and clicked us and turned us on, we cannot pull that information. And that's why it is, and the broker has to do that for it to happen.
Okay. So the broker has to go. Okay, does that make sense? So what that's saying is they have not signed up with List Hub to push their property to the different sites. They have to go in there and turn that on.
Correct.
If we've had brokers do that. It's really super simple. No complaints. They don't even call us with questions. We just send them the link to do it, and they go in and turn it on. So and with the directions. So we'll do a more detailed. So you'll be able to send, hey, this is what you need to do, and this will be like a 1 minute or 2 minute thing. And then when Chris refers to the forums, when you log into your property sites, the forums is right here. And of course, you can always go to our group in Facebook too. But if it's a technical issue, like somebody said their MLS is not reporting to List Hub or something like that, they can get with you on the forums and just say, and then you can try to make that happen. Right? You're trying to add as many things. There's different platforms that push to the MLS. Correct.
Correct. That looks right. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, Forum. So, all right, guys, appreciate you joining us today. Have a fantastic weekend. Go out there, claim a property, contact that agent, set up an appointment, show them the system. You guys have all the tools. You have so many things. And, guys, one new relationship, $20,000 a year raise for you. So It's up to you. You can sit here and play on Facebook, play on LinkedIn, play on all that stuff, or you can go make 20 grand. It's so powerful. I'm not trying to be mean. I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to make a crap load of money and have a good life. So appreciate everybody being here today. Chris, Paul, have a great weekend.
Thank you, gentlemen.
We'll see you guys on the web. Take care.
Bye now.